because a lot of people do look at this as an investment because you have to invest in cards in order to be able to play and earn higher rewards and stuff. So with games and stuff, it is harder to separate that emotional connection because sometimes those cards or stuff can help you get more rewards and help you play in certain tournaments that
I'm going to push back and say it's a financial opportunity, and investment's not the right word.
A financial opportunity and not an investment. How do you capitalize on the financial opportunity?
Well, I'm just saying investment seems like a much more of a sure thing.
Not necessarily. As for people that invested in Enron.
Yeah, but I mean, like on average, investing in a publicly traded company is a much safer bet.
Yeah, but you can invest in anything.
I'm not saying you can't lose everything in an investment. I'm just saying like this is more of like a financial opportunity than.
But how do you capitalize on that financial opportunity?
By being part of the thing and growing with it.
But how do you be a part of that?
By not entering to looking to exit. By entering.
No, but that's what an investment is.
And that's why this is an investment. That's why I don't really talk about tell people like how I think the market's going to react in a way for them to like day trade it.
What? Yeah, definitely not day trading. That's not like an investment. I don't know.
But what's the difference? What's the difference? So like, I'm not saying.
Well, an investment is a medium to long term asset that you put money into with the expectation that it will increase.
Right, and the historical, like expectation of playing to earn in general, or even this game, is not long enough for you to like be sure that that's even an investment. You know what I'm saying? Like there's not
well
enough.
It's the expectation to increase, and there's plenty of expectation that this will increase.
I mean, that is the.
I mean, I feel like you're being very idealistic here, like very.
Well, I hate to use the term investment in. I mean, I'm a very idealistic person, so. I mean,
yeah, but I mean, I feel like just basically you are investing, or not you, but people invest in cards in order to, set them in for a medium to long term. You can buy and sell quickly day trade cards if you wanted to, but you invest in your deck to improve it to be able to reap more rewards in the future. If you're going to be putting money in like VeVe, it's like if you're investing in collectibles there, you're putting them in with the expectation that the profit will go up at some, or that they will go up.
I totally understand that some people have that expectation, with this game, and that's totally understandable. That expectation doesn't translate in my mind to calling it an investment.
So if it's not an investment, then are the cards assets in your mind?
Investment to me just means that like there's more history to it. There's more of like that the expectation that we have that it's going to make money is more based in reality and history than in optimism or theory, right? Like
well, it's not theory. Like you buy a region of land right now, you get dividends for that land. It's the same as an investment. So you take those dividends and do whatever the hell you want with them.
Right. And I have the expectation that would be profitable. Like if like
the land would be an investment.
Right. I mean the land is a money opportunity. An investment to me, I'm actually going to look up the definition of investment.
I would love it if you would. That'd be fantastic. Sorry, I'm reading all the comments here. I think we all need to know what the word investment means.
The action or process of investing money for profit or material result.
I mean, that sounds exactly Splinterlands. You buy decks that you can get rewards by playing.
I mean,
And you get SPS, you know, you buy land, you the expectation of a profit. I mean, the whole game, all we do is, most of what we talk about is value on this game. We rarely talk about gameplay.
yeah, I just, I don't like that term for, looking at this is a game that is in such its infancy, in such a.
But it's more than a game, man. It's definitely more than a game. Like Fortnite, I put money in there at one point. I put $20 to get my battle pass and the skin.
And
that was not an investment.
Was that an investment?
Nope. I had no expectation of any type of profit. I knew I would never see that money again. That was an expenditure for entertainment. Whereas here, right. I do derive some entertainment value from this game, 100%. I do derive community value, but I do have the expectation that when I put money into this game, at some point, if I believe in it, like you said this, several times tonight, if you believe in it, then it will go up.
So I'm saying that, like, I understand that's how, like, this game started, but I feel like we need to be moving more to a where part of the rewards is that you actually are entertained, that you get entertainment value of it, and that you own your cards, but you don't necessarily profit from your cards, or that's not necessarily the leading decision maker for why people are coming into this game. Yeah, you have assets.
It has to be, because the game itself is not going to be strong enough.
It has to be, because there's literally hundreds of billions of dollars worth of other games that have no expectation like that at all. So it doesn't has to be.
Well, no, but they do not have any expectation of money. They have expectation of value of entertainment. Like Call of Duty, Fortnite,
right?
Yeah, you can't.
And that's the direction that this game is moving in.
Into the direction of Web 2?
Into the direction of people that are going to come into this game are going to be extracting some or most of their value from the game in fun and entertainment and strategy and challenge and in competition. And that, I'm not saying that it's not possible for people to be profitable, or that people aren't going to make profits, but that it can't and shouldn't be the leading reason people are coming into this game, because that's not sustainable. That's not something that makes for a good environment. That's not something that promotes, the game evolving to continue to be a fun and healthy game and environment and community. And that's why we're moving away from calling it play to earn.
I agree with what you say 100%.
And that's why we're stopping calling it from play to earn to play and own.
Yeah.
Like, yes, you own your assets. It's still a huge step above Web 2. But the idea of people just coming into our community to just throw money at our game to just extract from it is no different than a bot farm mentality, right. And so that's all I'm saying. Like, the actual word investment to me elicits that we're attracting the wrong person into this game.
No, I get it. Yeah. But the right people will look at this as an investment. They're not just doing it to take money out. They're looking to invest in the game and play the game, buy the packs, keep the company running, put the money in with the expectation those will at least hold value. Because Aggie and Matt has said over and over that one of their primary goals is to maintain the value of cards and assets that already exist. So if they're shifting completely to play and own, then I'm going to be hesitant, because then that means the asset values aren't going to be looked at as important, and it's all gameplay. And then that scares me, because I have made a sizable investment, and I because in my mind, it's an investment. I want to protect that investment. If the game is shifting just to play, I'm probably going to start shifting that investment out, because if I just want to play a game, there's thousands and thousands and thousands of games I can go play, but there's only a few where I can play and let my money earn more money and more assets back.
But
And if
the game isn't one that you would not be willing to play unless it had that profit money thing attached to it,
I wouldn't be here.
Then that alone to me is not good enough. It's not a good enough game.
I agree.
And it's just
I agree 100%.
It starts to fall in line with, you know, really unhealthy situations.
It's a good game, but it's what makes it great is the balance between the asset protection and the tokenomics of the ecosystem. All of that makes it enjoyable for me. I love trading cards, love trading assets, you know, buying cards low.
I get that. Me too. And I would do that on lots of games in the past, games that I would even put money into and never would ever have the thought of even taking $1 out of the game. So, you know, like if the game can be created to, now, the only reason I was in this game and I didn't sell my cards was not because I thought I was going to be rich from this game. It was because I love this game. I was literally playing 3 hours a day after working all day playing this game, and the challenge and the fun and the, you know, and the leaderboard, you know, mesmerized me. And, you know, and the focus came off of building the game at some point. You know, the hype got caught up with the company, and they just started focusing on everything with the economy and not with the game. And the game needs to catch up, because without the game, you know, it's nothing.
I agree. I couldn't agree more. And that is what's beautiful about Splinterlands, is that the game is fun. Like, I enjoy playing it for sure. But it is that caveat that I own my assets. And when I got into Splinterlands, I didn't expect to be rich, but I did expect that I could use these assets to at least maintain a level of value with them from the beginning. And because that's how I came into it thinking. But if what Weirdbeard is doing, you know, he says here, you can't have a Web3 game that lives in a world of people who enjoy this game. It isn't exclusive that all Web3 games have to put profit earning before anything else. 100%. And I definitely agree. And if Weirdbeard's suggestions that, you know, proposals that he put in place, if we start getting battle passes and these tournaments that he's talking about, and guild alliances and these things where the fun parts of these games are then improved, then my personal opinion might shift. Then it might be, I'm not pulling these assets out at all because I'm loving this game. But to be honest, the game has not changed since I got here. It's the same battle screen. It's the same thing. The same loading screens since almost 2019. I think there was a change somewhere in there, but it's pretty much the same thing. Guilds is new, and I love our guild brawls. I absolutely love playing them. I think it's fun. I love getting merits, love getting soulbound cards, but that's what we need. We need more of that stuff to make this the game that we want to play, because right now it is awesome to play, but Gank, if you weren't comfortable with the assets and then maintaining some sense of value, would you be spending as much time as you do in this game? Because, you know, you derive a lot of, you know, your
but I'm just saying I'm very keenly aware that next week this could all just disappear.
Yeah. I mean, that's the
case. You know what I'm saying? Like that's my point, and that's why I don't like calling it investment. Like people, you know, ultimately the reason you invest is to create a the potential for long-term earning or profit, right? Like it's why you invest in the stock market and hold. Like day trading is something completely different.
Yeah.
You know, that's more of just trying to like skim off the top.
That's a skill. That's not a. I mean, investment's a
I mean,
skill
it's
too,
a skill, but it's also like
that's not investment.
It's
Investment.
so it's someone that's just trying to extract from things that they're not trying to be a part of, right? You know, like if this is going to become Magic the Gathering, then you know we need people to want to be a part of the game and want to grow with the game and want to grow with the community, and that is what makes this a long-term success. And yes, if that all of that happens, then all of our cards, all of our assets will continue to retain and build value. But that's the part that needs to happen. Otherwise, our stuff isn't going to retain value, you know. And it's just such a high risk scenario with this game on top of crypto that like I hate using the word investment where people hear us talking about this and you know are comparing it and conflating it with like, you know, historically much
But see,
healthier investment.
that's not where I don't look at investments as like a healthy thing. Like most investments go belly up. You know, most small businesses stop. You know, people invest in small businesses and they go belly up in the first 3 years, like an insanely high amount. You know, most startups go belly up. So
right, but you're talking about businesses that are in, you know, that are regulated in situations.
Yeah,
where
I agree.
They exist in one country, and they're
no, in any country.
Huh?
Well, not any country, but most countries you can invest in businesses.
No, I'm saying
Like start businesses.
the actual business exists in a country and has to, you know, like answer to a regulation or a set of rules and stuff. You know, we're trying to build something to something decentralized, which is basically like where it exists nowhere. And
yeah, but we're not there. We're not.
But that's what we're trying to do, and that has never been done before. You know,
right.
like
But
that. So like it's, to me, it's a money opportunity maybe, and it's a way to be a part of something completely new and different on the cusp of what the future could look like. But I don't want the word investment coming out of my mouth and someone hearing that and thinking that like this is a good idea to park 30% of their money.
oh, I mean, I agree.
You know,
I mean, I park. I mean, I put very little money into crypto stuff, but in relative, you know, in relation. So
it's like,
but I'm willing
a pack
to
of
lose
baseball
it, though.
cards. Like, do you buy baseball cards now as an investment?
Yes.
Do you buy?
Yep.
I mean,
Like my hero trading cards, I buy it as investment. You know, and I pack them up. You know, put them in the cases. Got them all, you know, properly saved up, and they go in the box. They go into the closet. So yeah, they're investments. If I buy a record, it's an investment because I have the expectation that if I hold that asset long enough, it will go up in value. I'm 100%. I don't really buy anything that's not in some type of. If I don't think I can make money on it, I pretty much don't buy it unless it's vape or soda and food. That's just my thought. That's just how I approach it, you know.
well, we know why Walking Keys is here.
Well, but that's the thing. I'm not alone. I'm not.
And I'm not trying to attract you into the game. You know,
But that's unfortunate because
why?
I'm an active community member. I am not pulling out assets to sell things to pay for anything that I do. Like I pull out almost zero assets of the game. I mean, I've sold a few things for Ethereum, but I mean, I bought Rooney with them for the most part. So I don't pull out anything. I play my battle, my guilds. I'm active. I'm playing tournaments when I can. I stream for the game.
But that you don't count that entertainment or that fun as value.
I do, absolutely.
So if you were to sell all your cards at 10% less than what you paid for them, you'd be happy with that because you got a lot of value from having fun.
I didn't get 90% value in entertainment.
No, I'm saying if you sold them for 90% of what you paid for them, so like you lost 10% of your what it costs you.
And but I wouldn't do that because I believe in the game.
No, I'm just saying though, like if right now you were forced to sell at 90%, you would say, oh, that was a good deal for me. I got lots of hours of entertainment and fun from this game. Or are you only?
I'd be okay with that. Yeah, if I was like 90%, or if I got like 90% of my value and I had to walk away, absolutely, I would still stream. I'd still follow it. Like if I had to walk away for some reason.
I'm just saying, like, say the game ended and we had to cash out, whatever, like that, you'd be okay with that because it's like you had a lot of fun and entertainment. You're not just playing just for the dangling carrot.
If I was just trying to make money, then there are other things I would do that are much less fun that would make more money. Like absolutely, but that isn't my goal entirely. But it is like my time is valuable to me. So wherever I spend my time, it is an investment into something else, whether that's what I'm watching, what I'm listening to, what I'm playing. Like I need to be reaping value from that activity in multiple ways, multiple channels, entertainment value, education value, monetary value. And Splinterlands covers that. I can play a game, have fun, I engage with the community. Meanwhile, my assets are accruing value or accruing more assets, which is my goal. I make what $3 a day from SPS and my nodes and land and all that stuff. And it doesn't go out of the game. It stays in the game because I enjoy it.
I'm not worried about it's more of the thought. I'm just trying to understand the thought process because
I want my time is valuable
for this game to be successful. Like to really make it, we got to tap into people who don't give a damn about just making money.
I agree.
That's a really important thing for like.
But we can tap into people that enjoy, that value their time, that want their time to be worth something, and that this game does provide that. And it's a game, and it's unique in that fashion. So if I wouldn't be here just for entertainment because I don't do anything hardly ever just for entertainment. There has to be some type of value with it, and not. Because entertainment value isn't that important to me as a person who's trying to provide and build, a legacy for his family. So if I'm going to enjoy myself and take a breath and listen to a podcast while I'm watching, playing a game, I want to have other value with it. And that's why I love Splinterlands. It's because it does provide value to me in multiple ways, So I would argue that I am the type of person that you want here. People that have disposable income, people that can come in and look at this as an investment, and yeah. And Javier says, "Walkingkeys don't watch." I do while I'm working.
I'm sure like not everyone shares my opinion here. I just, for this game to really take off, it needs to be just fun and exciting for people to come in and play.
Agree.
And like it can be cool that they own their assets, just like but in a way where they just think it's cool that to own their skins in the games that they're playing, not in a way that they're looking at it like, oh, I need this to make me like 50% on what I put into it or whatever. Like that's the mentality that I'm not
you're right though.
You.
No, I agree.
This is how we level up the game. This is how, and if that happens, then all the people that are just like, also just more focused on the money side of things, they'll be happy. But it takes that. Just having those people isn't going to get us anywhere because
I
there has
agree.
to be winners, there has to be losers from the financial side of things, because it's a zero-sum game. Like where if
But
someone profits, someone loses that much money. That's just the nature of this situation. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so we have to have people that are okay with losing money because they're having a shit ton of fun.
I agree
Yeah.
100% with you. I just think you're 3 years in the future or 2 years in the future.
I
For
am
this game,
the future.
I know. That's why I'm saying I'm the present, and I'm the type of person we need to attract to be able to get to that future, to be able to pay for that future. Because this game isn't just fun right now. And even if it was, it doesn't freaking matter. It doesn't matter how fun the game is, because it isn't where people play games. It's not on consoles. It's not on phones. So without those two things, if it doesn't have an easy on-ramp, then the entertainment value isn't going to be worth anything, because people aren't going to get here. We have to have Web3, have crypto on-ramps happen faster and easier for people. We need a mobile version in order to compete at that level. We're not even there yet. So I think you are absolutely right. When we get the gameplay in place, when we are where people are playing games, and that's on phones, then I think we have a great shot at bringing in the people that are here for the game. And I would absolutely welcome that. And I will be playing more too, because the game will be improved at that time as well. Over, especially if Weird Beard keeps doing what he's doing. Like, I fully expect us to get there, and I want us to have your
been doing an
vision.
amazing job, because all the stuff that he's pushing for is definitely more in line with creating fun and entertainment for people, and fairness, and things that people can like really just enjoy getting into and playing, and not caring about the money or even knowing about the money. Like, ideally we have people playing this game and not even realizing that that you can be making money off of it, for a while, because they're having so much fun playing the game,
Right.
and they're diving into the game and not diving into the economy of the game.
Yeah, but if you come into the game now, you're brutalized down in Wooden, in Novice, and I mean, it's tough. But Gank, I want more than anything to grow into the game you're talking about. I truly do, because if that's the case, this thing will be successful.
Yeah, I mean, that's the way we're headed, and like hopefully like we get there, because the other way is not sustainable. The other way,
well, it depends. It depends, man. If like the game is built to generate revenue, like the people that built this game know that if they just keep it running, they will always be funded for the rest of their lives. So it is part of the game. It cannot be forgotten. And all of us who are early adopters are truly early investors in the game, because it's our money that's buying these packs, that's fueling Splinterlands, the company, to get this to the point of being decentralized. And then at that point, we really focus on gameplay, bring in the new players, and we all succeed. But for me, at this point in this game, it is an investment, but it is an investment that I am happy to make because of the entertainment level. And I'm not really worried. If it does go to zero, I will be freaking pissed, but I'll be okay with it, because I never put in more than I was willing to lose. And that's how you do with any investment, in my opinion. But for this game, man, I really think it's got a great future, and I'm happy to invest in it.
No, I think it has a future as well. I just I think it's important that we're attracting the right people, and part of that is the way we talk about the game, and the things that we tout as streamers, as people who are
influencers,
influencers, or
such a crazy word,
OGs, or however you want to put it.
Yeah.
I've been asked like what it's like to be an epic streamer, and I was like, that's an unbelievable question.
I don't know. I'll let you know when I meet one.
Yeah, totally. I mean, that was what I thought, but just to hear someone ask me that question in real life, I was like, that's the most ridiculous thing I probably will ever hear in my life. But It was
hope so.
hilarious.
Well, Gank, either way, I think the discussion we had was important. I think it was a great discussion. I appreciate your insight as always.
Totally.
Much for watching. Here's a couple of videos for you to check out, and of course,
hit that like button and that subscribe button right next to it.
We appreciate you all.
We're having a good time.